Welcome back everyone. Today, we're diving into one of the most unforgettable performances ever seen on America's Got Talent. This is the story of a kid who didn't need loud vocals, wild stunts, or flashy costumes to create magic. Instead, he used movement, emotion, and imagination. His name is Merrick Hanna, and he was only 12 years old when he walked onto the AGT stage and made everyone in the room stand up in pure amazement. Even the judges, including Simon Cowell, couldn't hide their shock. Before we get into the full story, take a moment, relax, and get ready to relive a performance that proved creativity has no age limit. All it needs is passion, courage, and a little bit of heart. The stage lights rise inside the Pasadena Civic Auditorium. The massive golden AGT star shines behind the judge's desk. The audience buzzes with that electric kind of excitement that only a live talent show can create. Camera shots zoom into the judges one by one. Heidi Klum smiles brightly. Mel B wiggles in her seat. Howie Mandel taps the desk in anticipation. And then there's Simon Cowell, leaning slightly back in his chair, arms crossed, scanning the stage with that sharp, thoughtful expression he's famous for. Simon Cowell has seen thousands of acts, and he has judged some of the world's most iconic performances. But on this day, something different was about to happen. Something unexpected. Something gentle, emotional, and powerful in a way that few dance performances ever managed to be. But of course, no one knew that yet. The host calls out a name. The crowd claps politely as a slim kid with big eyes and calm energy walks onto the giant stage. He doesn't look nervous. He looks focused. Like he knows exactly what he came there to do. His steps are light. His posture is confident yet humble. He wears casual clothes and simple sneakers. Nothing flashy. Nothing exaggerated. Just a kid who loves to dance. The judges look at him with curiosity. Heidi leans closer. Mel B gives him a warm smile. Simon raises one eyebrow slightly, as if trying to figure out what kind of act this might be. Then the host asks the simple question that begins every journey on that stage. What's your name? The kid answers in a clear voice. My name is Merrick Hanna. I'm 12 years old. There's a small murmur from the audience. He's young, but on AGT, age never decides the outcome. Talent does. Heart does. The judges ask a few more questions. Why are you here? What inspired you? Who supports you? Merrick explains that he loves animation-style dancing. The kind that looks like a robot coming to life or a toy moving on its own. His inspiration came from his grandmother, who always motivated him to be creative and express himself through movement. Simon listens carefully. He likes unique acts, and he especially appreciates performers who bring something artistic yet emotional. But he also knows that dance acts can be hit or miss. Some are predictable, some lack story, others fail to connect. So he waits, observing, analyzing, wondering if this young boy will deliver something real. The music starts. A soft instrumental beat begins to echo through the auditorium. Not a loud pop track. Not a fast hip-hop song. It's emotional, cinematic, almost like something you'd hear in the background of a heartfelt movie scene. Merrick lowers his head, and suddenly, he transforms. His body becomes weightless. His arms move as if controlled by invisible strings. Each motion flows into the next with unbelievable precision. The audience gasps almost immediately. The judges sit up straighter. Even Simon's expression shifts from neutral curiosity to genuine interest. Merrick isn't just dancing. He's telling a story. His movements show the journey of a robot waking up, feeling emotions, discovering the world, and struggling to understand what it means to be alive. Every step, every popping motion, every wave of his arm is filled with emotion. His face mirrors the character he's playing. Confused, hopeful, curious, and at times, even sad. People in the crowd start whispering, "Wow, what is happening right now?" This kid is insane. The camera zooms into Howie Mandel. His mouth is open. He loves creativity, and Merrick's performance is the pure definition of it. Mel B smiles, amazed, her eyes locked on him without blinking. Heidi holds her breath during some parts, especially when Merrick creates the illusion of floating in midair. And then there's Simon Cowell. The man known for his tough standards. The man who rarely looks impressed during kids' acts. But something is different right now. Simon's eyes are locked on the stage, unblinking. His posture changes. He leans forward. His eyebrows rise slightly. He isn't just watching. He's fully engaged. Merrick's performance builds into a moment that feels almost magical. With one smooth motion, he makes his body collapse like a puppet whose strings were cut, then rise again as if powered by a spark of life. The illusion is so perfect, so clean, so emotional, that the audience bursts into applause mid-performance. Normally, people wait until the end. Not this time. They can't help themselves. As the music swells into its emotional peak, Merrick raises his hand toward the imaginary sky, as if reaching for something just out of reach. His movements slow down. Everything becomes delicate, intentional, expressive. Then the final note hits. Merrick freezes in place. The stage lights dim. The room falls silent for one breath. And then the explosion happens. The entire auditorium rises to its feet in a massive standing ovation. People cheer, scream, clap, and wave their arms. Some are shocked. Some are emotional. Some are simply amazed by the creativity they just witnessed. Merrick looks out at the audience, smiling shyly. He wasn't confident or showy earlier, but now, seeing thousands of people cheering for him, he stands tall with pride. Howie is the first to speak. This was absolutely incredible. You are a true artist. The way you told a story through movement was just unbelievable. Mel B jumps in with energy. You had me from the very first second. You dance with so much emotion, and that is rare. You made me feel every single part of your performance. Heidi smiles warmly. You are special, Merrick. You dance with your whole heart. I loved it. Then it's Simon's turn. The room quiets down. Everyone knows Simon's opinions carry a weight no other judge can match. His words can change everything. And Merrick watches him closely, standing small yet strong. Simon looks at him with genuine admiration. That was extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. I wasn't expecting that. I thought you were going to come out here and do something we've seen before. But what you did was original, emotional, and incredibly moving. You have something very, very special. The audience cheers. Merrick smiles, his eyes shining. Simon continues. The performance was more than just dance. It was storytelling. And that's what makes great performers stand out. You're not just doing steps. You're connecting with people. Then Simon leans in slightly, giving one of those iconic Cowell nods. I loved it. The judges vote, but honestly, everyone already knows the answer. 4 big yeses. 4 huge approvals. And 1 unforgettable moment. Merrick Hanna officially becomes one of the most exciting young talents to ever grace the AGT stage. But his journey doesn't stop there. As the episodes continue, Merrick keeps delivering performances that are unique, imaginative, and emotionally powerful. Each week, the audience grows more attached to him. Kids look up to him. Parents admire his creativity. Even Simon continues to show genuine support and appreciation for Merrick's style. There's something rare about a dancer who can make a whole room feel something without saying a word. And Merrick mastered that skill at just 12 years old. His style blends animation, storytelling, and emotional expression. He doesn't dance to impress. He dances to communicate. He dances to make people feel. And that's exactly what great art is supposed to do. Now let's rewind a bit and talk more about the connection between Merrick's style and Simon Cowell's reaction. Simon has always said that talent isn't just about skill. It's about identity. About bringing something new to the stage. Something that feels genuine. And Merrick did exactly that. He didn't try to copy anyone. He didn't rely on flashy tricks. His entire performance was built on his imagination and passion. Simon appreciates performers who think differently, who break rules, who don't follow predictable patterns. And Merrick's dance wasn't predictable. It was gentle but powerful. Soft but emotional. Simple but deeply meaningful. Simon saw the artistry. He saw the dedication. He saw the originality. And he respected it. Many people in the audience that night said the same thing. This wasn't just dance. This was a story told through movement. Merrick's performance also reminded people how important creativity is, especially for kids. So many young performers feel pressured to be perfect or match what others are doing. But Merrick showed that being yourself and expressing your own unique style can make you stand out far more than trying to fit in. And that's something Simon has always admired. He respects performers who are bold enough to be different. And Merrick's performance was one of the best examples of that. Throughout the season, Merrick continued shocking viewers with unbelievable movement illusions and deeply emotional storytelling. His routines captured millions of hearts across America and around the world. People loved him not only for his talent, but also for his kindness, humility, and the pure joy he brought to the stage. He never acted like a superstar. He didn't show off. He didn't brag. He simply performed with passion, dedication, and sincerity. Even after AGT, Merrick's journey continued. He became a beloved figure in dance communities worldwide. He inspired thousands of kids to start dancing, to explore animation-style movement, and to embrace creativity. He appeared in music videos, commercials, and events, and he kept growing as an artist. But no matter how far he goes, people will always remember that one performance. That moment when a small 12-year-old boy walked onto a giant stage, stood in front of Simon Cowell himself, and still managed to shock the entire world through the power of storytelling and movement. That moment proved that talent comes in many forms. It doesn't need to be loud or flashy. Sometimes, the most powerful performances are the ones that touch your heart quietly. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to appreciate the message behind Merrick's performance. Believe in your own style. Tell your own story. And never be afraid to express the creativity inside you. Because you never know. One day, you might step onto a stage, perform from your heart, and make an entire room stand up in awe, just like Merrick Hanna did. As the music fades out, the narrator's voice softens. Thank you for joining us today and reliving one of the most unforgettable AGT performances ever. Merrick Hanna didn't just dance. He reminded us what creativity and courage can achieve. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to stick around. More amazing moments are coming your way.